What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here, Unsleeved Media. Had to record this video for a second time because I would prefer not to get sued. But some interesting information is coming out on the pricing of Magic Arena. And I thought it would be a good time to have a discussion around what we think might be a fair price. Now, I want to first remind everyone, I'm giving away boxes of Rivals of Ixalan and Unstable, and there's only 2 days left to enter. So I'm going to leave a link to the video in the description below where you can enter. It's totally free to enter, so don't miss this opportunity. I'm shipping it worldwide, just as a nice little thank you to everyone. So I think I saw somewhere packs costing around 1K gold. I'm not sure. What we don't know, there's a lot that we don't know, really. The most important parts of the economy. So we know that the game will be free to play and that you will be able to earn as much as, you'll be able to earn almost every aspect of the game. What we don't know is if it's going to be unbelievably difficult to do so. That kind of Clash of Clans where people just have to pay money. A huge percentage of people just pay money, or Candy Crush, things like that. Or will it be reasonable? Obviously, I'm not optimistic. I don't really have any inside information, as of course I am banned, but people are sharing a lot with me, and I thought, holy crap, they're going a really bad direction. So the draft packs, as we know, I guess are around 8 cards, and you get to keep them. We know this, and we know that you cannot trade them, and you cannot trade out of the game. So you're stuck with it. There's really no cash value, so to speak. And you can't dust cards unless you have 4 of them already, which is a totally stupid feature, in my opinion. It forces you to earn the entire collection before dusting your cards, or vaulting them, or whatever they call it, to get different cards, right? We know that they've fixed in their mind, that they've dealt with people's need to get singles to build competitive decks with these things called wild cards. The wild cards have different rarities to them. So if you open a pack and in the common slot you get a wild card, you can trade that for any common card. If you get one in your uncommon or your rare or your mythic, the same holds true. Now, if there's a wild card in like every 2 packs, or one in every 2 or 3 packs, this is good. If a wild card is unable to be what the drop rate is, if you're only getting 1 rare wild card every 10 packs, they're effectively worthless. Because you would have to grind for years to build a deck that's going to rotate out. Remember that when there's the first time around is going to be your most expensive time to play. For competitive players, hopefully you can just bank up wild cards. So you play through, let's say it officially drops for Dominaria or something. You have to pay the price, you build up your wild cards, but then when the next set comes out, you have some banked wild cards to make additions to your deck. I thought originally that it was only a matter of time before people would actually just be selling wild cards, before Wizards or the company running this game would just sell wild cards directly, because why wouldn't you, right? Let's just get to the logical endpoint. But then it occurred to me that that would be bad business for them. They would make far more money if they made me buy 100 packs to get 6 wild cards. And I think that's more like what they're going to do. Now, up until the other day, I was very convinced that packs would be around $1 to $1.50 each. They would do the very similar pricing to Hearthstone, 60 packs for $70. I don't really see any reason to charge more or less than that, because the market has already said that people are willing to pay about $1.25 a pack. So I figured Wizards, in their great intellect, would probably say, well, our packs are worth, I'll use a Mark Rosewater value or voice, hey guys, and we're going to charge $3 a pack. Something like that. But I thought ultimately when the beta was done and everything would be rolling out, we'd see some price around $1. Now, I've been seeing some frightening numbers. People in the beta program have been going through the files of the software, and they've discovered at least a placeholder around pricing. Now, I'd prefer, in the first version of this video, I just said it, but I couldn't find it anywhere else on the internet, and I'm not a member of those forums, so I figured let's just put a few numbers out there, and we can talk about what we think would be reasonable. Let's say a draft cost 12,000 gold. In my mind, and we don't know this translation yet, if 12,000 gold, you would think you might be able to buy gold for 1,000 gold for $1. Maybe there's some bulk discount for gold, which would be ideal, but we don't know this. Would you draft at $12 a draft in Magic Arena? Let's say drafts cost 8,000 gold, and we use that same $1 per 1,000 gold. Would you draft in Magic Arena for $8 a draft? Or let's say it costs 5,000 gold. Would you pay $5 to draft in Magic Arena? Now, I can only speak of of my own personal opinion. And I think, as somebody who still loves Magic, that I would probably stream drafts at $4 a draft. That's my price. Which means Wizards could probably charge $5 and most people would still do it. Anything more than that seems absolutely absurd. And some of the numbers people are speculating on, or some of the numbers that people have found, are frightening. Yes, Magic Arena is at best just a watered down version of Magic, slightly watered down, not too much, but with a Hearthstone look and feel. I think the software is fine for Wizards. They have the same problem that they've always had, that if people can't really afford to play both in most cases. Even people who cover the game like I do, I don't have enough money to play both in most cases. And if you throw in the fact that now I'm covering Hearthstone and other games, it gets pretty spicy. So what Wizards of the Coast has to do, in my opinion, is come in at equal. They have no reason to go less than Hearthstone, but they could use acquisition as a reason. You have tens of millions of Hearthstone players. If you offer them a better experience, which I think Magic is a superior game to Hearthstone, it's just in my opinion. If I could draft if I'm a Hearthstone player and I like Magic, or I want to get into Magic, I'm not trying to pay the same or more than I already am. So ideally, maybe it's $3 a draft. Maybe packs are like 50 cents. That changes everything, right? If 1,000 gold is actually 50 cents, now you're talking about drafts that are $6, $5, or $3. And I think I would totally be fine loading up, like throwing $100 in to get 30 drafts. I would definitely do that. I would be more inclined to stream it. In MTGO, you pay $14 roughly per draft. Now you can keep the cards, you can redeem the cards, you can sell out of the cards for cash. It's a little different economy. But if you want me to stream a strictly worse looking version of Hearthstone, it's got to cost less, in my opinion. But the reason I wanted to put this video out there is hopefully, maybe they'll read some of the comments. I know that there are many people at Wizards of the Coast that religiously watch my videos. What would you pay to draft in this game? Would you not pay anything? Because remember, it's allegedly, it's free to play. We know this. Allegedly, there's really no paywalls. Now, there can be artificial paywalls in that if you have to grind for 30 hours to win one free draft. We don't know how they're going to work all that out. But let's say you can't grind for anything and you're like, you're purely, you want to jump in and draft today. What is the price you would pay to draft? What is the price you would pay for sealed? What is the price you would pay for a pack of cards that you can't trade and that you can't cash out? My number is probably around $3 for a draft, $4 tops. And that's just because I can stream it and, it's worth something to me to have that content. The other thing is, as a poker player, former poker player, I hate the idea of free drafts. It's just like playing free roll poker. Nobody plays the same way they would as if they were paying for it. So I think if you make the draft too cheap, people aren't going to really be trying that much. So I'm actually, on Wizard side a little bit here that you have to charge something. $3-4 is probably the right amount. $8 to $10 is the absolute wrong amount. I'm interested in hearing what you have to think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to get yourself entered. Good luck in this contest, and we'll see you Monday. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to be notified the next time I upload a video, make sure you subscribe and click that damn bell so you actually get notified. If you want to support the cause of this channel, it survives based on the amazingly gracious support of my patrons. Link is in the description if you'd like to help out.